In January 2018, the body of 42-year-old Janice Zangotita Torres, who had been strangled, was discovered in Ormond Beach, Florida. She had been reported missing on January 8, 2018, and initially, investigators had no suspects or motive for her murder. However, on January 12th, police got a break in the case when 35-year-old Ishnar Lopez Ramos was caught attempting to use Janice's bank card at an ATM. The investigation revealed that Ishnar was obsessed with a man named Michael, and his new romantic interest was a colleague of Janice's named Leslie. Ishnar Lopez Ramos hired two accomplices, Alexis Ramos Rivera and Glorian Marie Quinones Montes, to kill Leslie. By mistake, they tracked and kidnapped Janice instead. The perpetrators forced her into the trunk of her own car, drove her to an apartment, where they bound her and suffocated her with garbage bags.
How you doing? You tired? Do you understand English, right?
I do, sir. I do.
All right, cool.
So, we appreciate your preparation, and I think they're better in the front. Right? Feel more comfortable?
This one.
Those are definitely fixed. Just want to grab some stuff with you, okay? I know it's been a long day. There you go. Rotate there. No better.
Thank you.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Alrighty. I know you've already been read this, okay? But anytime, obviously, police officers, I know you talked to other police officers earlier today, but I haven't talked to you, okay? I'm gonna introduce myself, I'm gonna tell you what I'm about, okay? So you said English is good?
Yes.
No problem? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you, like I said, nothing new. You're the director, man?
In this fragment, we see a required procedural step. The investigator reads Ishnar Lopez Ramos her Miranda rights. In brief, this means she has the right to remain silent. Anything she says can be used in court. She has the right to an attorney. If she cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed, and she can stop the interrogation at any time. After the explanation, the investigator typically confirms that the suspect understands and documents a voluntary waiver, consent, to answer, on video, and often with a signature. This is important. Without a proper advisement and confirmation, subsequent statements may be deemed inadmissible in court.
I don't know if you remember the gentleman that you were talking to earlier, okay?
Last night?
It feels like last night, but it's actually
I
earlier.
remember him. I remember him.
You remember me too? Okay. Okay, so at least it wasn't that bad then.
The two guys that read the same thing to me,
Mhm.
I do remember them.
You do? Okay. And just your signature right here. All right, Ish. Pronouncing that right?
Ishnar.
Ishnar.
That's cool.
Okay, Ishnar. Obviously, you know why we're talking to you. It's been gone over with you, okay? There's a couple of little things I think that we would like to clear up with you, okay? Are you familiar with the Kissimmee, Orlando area? You know the roads pretty well, or no?
Yeah, well, not 100% this Kissimmee area, or then more so Orlando.
Okay, and from what I understand, you've been fully cooperative, and we appreciate that and we respect that, okay? Obviously, we don't believe anybody's like evil or bad people in this case. I think things just kind of got a little bit out of maybe control or hand. Okay, is that fair to say? Okay. Um, I'm gonna go over very briefly over what the detectives earlier, what you talked to them about. Okay. Obviously, we can don't have to go over a small detail, but kind of go through it a little bit better understanding. So today is Friday, correct? And we're going back to Sunday night. Okay. I understand that you're currently living with some friends of yours. Is that correct?
We're not relatives.
No.
We're not friends.
You're not friends? Okay.
The apartment is under my name. I just relocated back here almost 2 months
Okay.
after the storm in Puerto Rico for work.
For work. So how long have you been in the United States total? Like in Florida at least?
2 months. But I used to
2
live
months.
here.
You used to live here
Yeah.
years ago? Okay. So you're familiar with the area? Okay. So the people that are staying with you, I'll rephrase that, okay? You know their names, obviously? Okay, so him and his girlfriend, correct? Okay. And his name being Alexis, and her name being
Gloria Marie.
Gloria Marie. Okay. How long have they been staying with you at this point?
2 weeks? 2, 3 weeks.
2 or 3
going on
weeks.
3
So they're
weeks.
fresh from over there, trying to get established or whatnot. Okay. And when I ask you this, I mean this with all due respect, okay? Because I understand that you already been truthful earlier today, so I respect that. But when I ask you to go over an issue, I'm strictly going to go straight to the point, dealing with them, okay, what their role was in certain things. So as far as us going into Sunday night, okay, I understand that you guys traveled that night from Orlando into the Kissimmee area, correct? As it corrected, take me from there. You traveled, where do you travel into Kissimmee?
From Millennia
Mm-hmm.
straight to all the way down Young Parkway
Okay.
up to her place.
Her place of work?
Mm,
Her place. Okay. Is that place a store? Is that place is a store? Okay. And the store, what's the name of the store?
Ross.
Okay, Ross. You're there exactly to do what?
See her car if she was there.
She was there. When she says she, does she have a name? Do you know what her name is?
Well, the deceased person was the wrong person.
The wrong person. Okay. The person that you were there to see, was that, do you know her name? You don't know her name at all? Okay. While you were in the parking lot, did you make any phone calls?
I got out of the car to check the car tag.
The car tag?
Her car tag.
Okay.
Her vehicle's car tag.
And was it the vehicle? Okay. Now, just for better understanding, okay, what was the relationship between you and this lady?
None
How did-
whatsoever.
Okay. Was there any in common person that you knew or reasoning why you were looking for her? There was. Okay. And what was his, is that a male, his name? What was his name?
We understand it's tough, okay?
That's why I apologize. I'm sorry.
We've been through hours of this and we just want to get a clear and better understanding. To our understanding is that you were looking for somebody who worked at the store, right? And the reason that you were looking for this particular person was for what? Or because of?
To get to another person.
to get to a guy.
So was this person in a relationship with you? Or you used to be in a relationship with him?
Did they do you wrong?
This is all over the news and this is all over social media. It started yesterday.
Okay.
This person that I was looking for, he knows that I'm here already.
You what?
He knows that I'm here already. He must know.
Well, what I could tell you, honestly, is that nothing actually hit the news. We've been up for 4 days straight.
I'm just saying that because when he took me out, I saw the news outside, the reporter outside.
Oh, but that's actually a different situation.
Yeah, that's a different,
So you start thinking like, oh,
No.
it's okay.
Because believe it or not, while you were coming here, they were discussing that. So nothing is officially hit the news at all.
Yes, I was the best person.
What was his
We
name?
never, no.
His name?
Do I have to?
It'll help us better understand. You don't have to give me a last name, just the first name.
His name is Michael.
Michael, okay. No, you don't need to tell me no last name, okay? There's a million Michaels, okay? So this gentleman, Michael, that girl that was there.
Used to work.
Do you still care about him?
I did.
You did?
We used to work together. I want to get it to him.
We don't have to get into it. But this female that was working at Ross that night, and I'm just going to ask you this again because this name has already been mentioned to me. I just want to make sure it's the correct name. Okay, what was your name?
I've never met her.
Understand?
Her name is Leslie.
Okay. So
I've never seen her in person. I've never met her before.
How'd you hear about Leslie?
She used to be a store manager at the company I used to work for back in Puerto Rico. And she moved here. She's the store manager at that store. She got Michael the job.
She got your what?
She got Michael his job.
Okay.
No details on that. I cared about him. I just wanted to see him and talk to him.
right, was she getting in the way, or was she being rude, or
No,
was he in a relationship with her?
no.
So what was it about Leslie?
She knows where he lives.
You mean she's been over at his house?
Yes.
Did you catch him?
No.
Did that upset you? I know it's something that you might be embarrassed of, but honestly, there's a bigger picture, okay? So I don't want you to think that this is gonna go all over the place because of Leslie and Michael. Absolutely not, okay? Obviously, you know what position that you're in right now. Okay, so we're gonna try to wrap it up. So basically, you know Michael, you know Leslie,
I not her.
or you heard of her. She worked at the company you used to work in Puerto Rico. She came over here and now is a store manager for Ross.
Mhm.
So my question would be, what was the intentions for you to go to Ross, right? And how did you, I guess, how do you know what license plate that you were looking for? Okay, what were you looking for, and what was the purpose you were looking for? For what?
To get to Michael?
Okay. Like, get to Michael or, like, piss him off?
No,
Or to see where Michael's at?
exactly.
Okay. And how do you know what license plate to look for, and what kind of car?
I had no idea.
Okay.
We went there, the three of us. We waited. They got out of the car. They went into a store to see if she was there.
Wait, the two people that you were with went inside the store?
Yeah.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At what time?
We waited for hours.
For hours? Okay. Who was the driver?
I was.
Okay, so you drove, and I know you say they, but what's their names?
Alexis and Glorian.
Okay. And when you drove there, what was the game plan?
Follow her. Follow her.
And then? It's okay, I know. We talk to everybody, okay?
To get her in the car.
And then?
To ask her for Michael's address.
And then?
To see him.
What were you gonna do with her?
Just the money.
What do you mean?
Just the money. Getting money out of her bank account.
Okay. And then what were you gonna do with her?
Let her go.
Now, did you tell this game plan with Alex and did they know about this?
When Alexis arrived here, he had a different idea. He had a different plan.
Which was?
To go over her house, knock her door, dress as a cop, and ask her to step to the car. Que llegara el carro, que se montara en el carro.
Okay, and then?
During the interrogation, Ishnar reveals the details of the criminal plot. Initially, her plan was to extort money from Leslie and then let her go. But Alexis proposed a different, more aggressive option: to kidnap her by impersonating police officers. Her testimony contains contradictions. On one hand, she claims she only wanted to talk to Michael, while on the other, she admits that a plan for kidnapping and robbery was developed. This indicates that her true motives were more complex than she wants to show. The interrogation uncovers her attempts to shift responsibility to her accomplices, especially Alexis, who, according to her, was the initiator of the more brutal plan. The detectives skillfully use this information to obtain a full and truthful testimony.
Verlo.
Okay.
And what were you planning to tell Michael?
Hablar con él.
Okay. Did you show Alex and the other girl a picture? Or how did they know what to look for when they went inside the store?
Ishnar admits that she and her accomplices mistakenly kidnapped the wrong woman. Instead of Leslie, they abducted another woman named Janice, as they only had photos of Leslie taken by someone else. In this part of the interrogation, it's discussed that Ishnar had never met Leslie in person. She relied on photos, which ultimately led to the mistake. It also becomes clear that the plan was to kidnap the woman and present her to Michael. But Ishnar did not intend to enter the house herself, apparently fearing a face-to-face confrontation or the consequences. This interrogation confirms that the motive for the kidnapping was jealousy, and Ishnar herself was ready to commit a crime, even if it was done by her accomplices.
The store closed, and we saw what's her name? Her last name is Singotita.
Okay.
And we all agree that this is that's her. That's
So when she
her.
comes out, you're thinking it's her. Does she look similar to her?
Physically, yes.
Physically, yes. Okay.
And
Give me
height-
1 second, you can talk to me.
and height and body weight.
Okay.
Did.
So you thought, I mean, you saw her come out, you think it's her.
Yes.
Okay.
And the three of us, we agree for sure that it was her.
Okay.
We follow her
Okay.
to Osprey, what the place that she.
Osprey Cove.
We follow her.
Did she stop anywhere?
Yes, she stopped at a gas station.
Anywhere else after that?
We stopped by the gas station. We waited for her. Took her a while to continue driving to her place, and then we got to her place.
Real quick before we go forward, did you make any call out of the parking lot? Well, you were in the Ross parking lot?
Yes,
You did? Where did you call?
I called Ross. We called Ross that day a couple times.
And you asked
Each one
her
of us asked for Leslie.
for less.
Each
Did you
one
ever
of
talk
us.
to her?
Well, every single time she would say hello, and then we would hang up.
Okay, I just wanted to clear that up. So at this point, you're waiting for her at the gas station. She's still driving straight, correct? And then where did she
She
get
took her
lost?
time at the gas station. I think it was not Wawa, it was a different, it's not Speedway, it starts with an R, Race something?
Racetrack?
Yeah,
Okay.
the one across from Lowe's after the loop, like going,
Mm-hmm. So then,
and then she got to her house. When she went in, she saw that we were coming into her parking lot, and she took her time shutting the door,
of the car or?
the house.
So she went up to her door? Okay.
And she noticed that we drove a couple times just to make sure that it was the car tag, that it was her, that it was the car. And I think she saw, she took a peek, and then she shut the door and we left.
Okay.
And then Glorian, they used to talk like in private. They asked a couple like, she should do this, she should do that. And she told me, you should wait a couple days until you try again.
Okay.
But we never got back to the mall. We never got back to the mall. We went straight. I'm sorry. They having trouble going to the bathroom. We went to Lowe's, and then we went straight to her place. And Alexis, he told me like, it's gonna take a long. We have time. We should go back. And we went back to my place, and then we went back to her apartment.
You went back to her apartment?
When we went back to her apartment, we waited there. And it wasn't until I saw her driver's license that Glorian didn't even notice. Cause I forgot her name, the lady.
Yeah, we're skipping a little bit. So you go back to the apartment complex, and are you waiting in the parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. Does
Each
she
one of
pull
us.
up, or is she
No,
there?
each one of us had a cigarette.
Okay.
He was playing music, reggaeton, trap.
Mhm.
Gloria needed to pee. She went into the dumpster.
She went to dump the pee.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And when she came back, we all noticed, like Gringo y yo, we noticed that.
Gringo being Alexis.
Alexis,
Mm.
he goes by that. We noticed that the van arrived at the place.
Okay.
And then he got out of the car. He waited until she turned up the engine
Okay.
and hit her. He said that he hit her here, like hard.
Okay.
And then she screamed really loud.
Mhm.
Gloria, she was like, hers, where she was at the back of the car, her door was open. And she wanted to be there. I'm like, no, you know, I think he's not there. I think he went through the golf course. You know, let's just wait until she goes up and then we'll leave. She was like, no, yo quiero verle, yo quiero estar con él. Y entonces, ella se fue, ella regresó, buscó los straps, buscó el...
Ishnar's narrative becomes more tense as she describes the moment they reached the victim's home. She says they circled the area to ensure it was the right car, and then noticed the woman became frightened when she saw them. The most shocking part of the interrogation is Ishnar's admission that Alexis attacked the woman, stabbing her with a knife. Ishnar recalls Gloria's screams and panic. She tried to convince Gloria to leave, but she insisted on staying. At that moment, Ishnar had lost control of the situation. Ultimately, Ishnar confesses that Alexis bought a knife, and they together bought duct tape for the kidnapping, which confirms their premeditated and well-planned actions. This testimony completely changes the tone of the case, turning it from a botched kidnapping into a deliberate assault with a deadly weapon.
So he had a knife in his hand just now?
Mhm.
Okay.
Kitchen knife. Maintenance.
Mhm.
Picking out the trash, and I got scared because he was behind my car, and it was, you know, you could see that he was actually like staring at my car tag in my car and what was going on, because la muchacha lo veía y yo decía, okay, he's waiting for us to do something so he can call the cops. Y yo me mantuve allí, didn't move my car, and then él da reversa y estaciona al lado, facing the building next to her apartment, next to her, facing that building. And then I turned on my engine and I left.
Ishnar attempts to distance herself from the violence, shifting the blame onto Alexis, but her words confirm she was a full participant in the conspiracy. Her attempt to justify her actions by claiming Janice could have escaped at the gas station speaks to her desire to lessen her own responsibility. The interrogation shows how a personal grievance and jealousy escalated into a serious planned crime that ended with an attack on an innocent person.
I never was tied.
She was never tied. So she was free to fight or do whatever. Okay.
Señora was never tied.
There, Gloria and Alexi are in the car.
Her
Her car.
SUV. Her
And are they
Nissan.
following you, or are you following them?
They follow me.
Okay. So they're following you. Do you stop anywhere?
Yes. Because ese día, a lot of police cars
Okay.
driving
Everywhere.
towards, en ese road. Y Gloria estaba driving and she got really nervous.
Okay.
So yo me metí en una calle que era fine. Hay un BP, Beyond Petroleum,
Mhm.
un gas station.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No
You want
clear,
some
I
water?
know. I get on her SUV.
Okay.
We parked next to my car, and then Gloria me dice, she was next to me, es ella. She's not tagged. Gringo me da el cell phone, her cell phone, y estaba oscuro, y como estaban pasando, cops that were driving up, up and down, he wanted the money, so I was looking for the ATM so we could do whatever he wanted with the ATMs. Y when I noticed the name Janice or something like that on the driver's license, I didn't even look at the picture. I just saw Janice. I'm like, this is not her. So I started asking her questions. And Gloria se dio cuenta, like she noticed right away that it was not the lady. And I started asking questions as to which manager who was the closing manager at the store. What do you do there? How long have you been there? Where are you from? Are you married? Do you have kids?
What did she say?
And she was answering every single question. Calm, collected, gringo. He was the one saying like, ya yo le pregunté esto, ya yo le pregunté esto, I went on her Facebook. Ella tiene el número de teléfono de Leslie, este es el número de teléfono de Leslie. Then él me dio instrucciones de que me bajara de la guagua y buscara más straps, porque according to him, they broke. Y I always thought that she was tied up, de la forma que ella estaba. Okay, they did that. So I got out of the SUV, opened the door on my car, got more straps, got back in. As we were leaving, we went back to pick up my car. We were gonna leave my car there. And we left. And we drove straight to my place.
So from there,
We went straight to Century at Millennia where I used to live. I drove to the back of the property, turned around, it was pretty packed, the parking lot. And by the dumpster, there were like 3-4 empty spaces, so we parked there, not facing the other complex, facing my building. Gloria got out of the car, she grabbed everything from the trunk of the SUV and whatever we had on my car, and she went upstairs. Gringo and I stayed at the SUV. Los cristales se pusieron más foggy.
you can do it. What happened?
We called. I'm already here. I'm already tired.
Just trying to understand. You're
I'm
there.
not gonna lie to you. I'm already tied up. I'm already here.
I know, and I respect the truth.
I know I'm.
And I respect the truth. You're there, and what happens? I mean, does she flip out? Does she?
No, she was still cover, pero this time no estaba así, estaba leaning against la puerta, the window. And
After they brought Janice to Ishnar's apartment, the situation escalated dramatically. Ishnar admits they covered Janice's face with a blanket. When Janice broke free and tried to breathe, Alexis hit her on the head and strangled her. Ishnar states directly that she thought Janice was dead at that point. This fragment of the interrogation completely changes the nature of the case. Ishnar's testimony shows that she was a full accomplice, not just a frightened witness. She was not only aware of the events, but also actively participated in them, even after realizing they had kidnapped the wrong person.
el cuerpo was underneath her body, and I thought somehow I got her by the knife. When I got out of the car, we got out of my car, we went back to my place. Y Gloria estaba en el cuarto.
En ese momento ella estaba, ¿tú crees que estaba muerta? ¿O todavía estaba respirando?
No, para mí ya se
Ya
había
estaba-
ido.
se había ido.
Para Gringo, she was unconscious.
Okay.
And then we went to my place. We told Gloria, like, you know, we did this already. We're getting out of here. And that's where I noticed, like, oh, ella se orinó encima de mí. We packed the things que habían recogido del SUV de ella para botarlo a la basura. Y Gringo me dice, we should go, vamos a guiar. We were planning on driving all the way to Atlanta. When we got to Sanford, hay como un I-4, como un lago bien grande. And it was dark, no había mucho carro manejando, so that was like the first option, like, aquí dejamos. And I kept driving. Hasta que llegamos, no sé si era Daytona. I went to my left. Ahí salí. It smells like the stench. Olía muy fuerte. Y él decía, de verdad el cuerpo tirado y nobody's gonna notice. Entra ahí. And by that time, él decía, ella pesa, está bien dura.
Ishnar's testimony, in which she describes how they disposed of Janice's body and tried to flee, completely shatters her image as a frightened participant. Instead, it paints a picture of a cold-blooded accomplice who actively took part in concealing evidence. Her admission that she was driving the car and pulled out the body directly contradicts her earlier statements that she didn't want violence. This confirms that Ishnar was not just a witness, but a full accomplice to the murder.
Any pit stops?
No.
You didn't stop for gas? You didn't stop anywhere else?
No. We were running low on gas. Y Gringo decía, esta guagua gasta mucha gasolina. Se la bebe rápido, decía. But we never stopped.
Who picked you up from there?
What do you mean?
Did you get picked up? I mean, if you leave the car there, how do you transport yourself from there?
Oh, we went back to my place and he got my car.
But how did you get to your place?
En el carro de ella.
Whose car?
Danny's.
So before you went to Rio Grande, you went back to your apartment. And then you went to Rio Grande.
Okay, and then you left in your car. Okay. For his help from the beginning, was there any arrangement between you and Alexi? What was the arrangement?
$3,500. He wanted $3,500.
Did you ever pay him that money?
I got his plane ticket. I got her plane ticket. They were staying at my place. I paid for pretty much food, whatever they needed. The deal was that after whatever we were doing, I was gonna pay him. Y después él estaba contento con getting the money out of the bank account.
So, just to make sure I get it right, before he even came to Florida, he made a, let's say, contract, right, with you, that you're gonna pay him money, flights for not only him, but the girl, and the whole reason for that, and you take care of his food and room and board.
Just until whatever I needed the job done.
And what was the job really about? Did you say, hey, I need somebody to die to go away? That was the job. That you wanted. Your intentions was that it was actually Leslie, right? They say, hey, I want Leslie dead, and for your help and cooperation and helping me, I'm gonna do this for you. I'll bring you here to Florida. I'll help you out. Stay here. I'll pay you money, $3,500.
So is that a yes?
Did you do that over the phone
Face to face where he lives
in Puerto
in
Rico?
Puerto Rico.
Was anything done over the phone? Text messages, phone calls?
When I relocated back here, he. I'm gonna get involved someone else. La hija de mi primo fue quien me lo presentó a Gringo.
Okay.
Me dijo, mira, hay un amigo que te puede ayudar.
¿Con qué? I don't know how you say it in Spanish.
Con una matanza.
Is it because he's done it before?
Yes.
Where?
I do believe back home, but he did time in jail because he was beating up his girlfriend like a couple of years ago.
So basically, he already had murdered someone over there. Is that right? According to him.
According to him.
According to him.
Yeah, he's done this before. Like
So you wanted to get somebody.
He's from the streets, and he went always like, I'm a skinny guy, but see, I have.
So, but you wanted somebody with experience than you her to take care of someone or murder someone. That was his pitch, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you pay for the flights?
And my own money.
Credit card or cash?
Debit bank account, debit cards from Banco Popular.
Were they your accounts?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't steal other people's accounts? Is that you?
No, my money.
I just want to make sure. I don't know.
One of my last questions, just for me, just because I'm trying to understand, if that had been Leslie, right? Let's say you go back to the moment of the car when you're taking out the ID and it says Leslie. Would you still have gone through with it?
You know what I did to the lady, no?
So even though that was the wrong person, why did you go through with it with the wrong person?
Janice, cuando estaba en el carro, like.
Ishnar's testimony reveals that her actions were planned and had a clear financial basis. Ishnar admits to hiring Alexis, paying for his and his accomplice's flight, food, and lodging. This was not a spontaneous idea, but a premeditated deal aimed at committing a crime. When the detective asks if she would have gone through with the murder had she kidnapped Leslie, Ishnar struggles to answer, No. However, she could not explain why they killed Janice, even after realizing their mistake. Her explanation that the murder was already in motion sounds like an attempt to justify herself and shirk responsibility.
Was that a moment just of kind of like chaos but anger? Was that what was going
Sí,
on?
porque
'Cause she was not
entre-
listening to you. She wasn't.
Ella no estaba ni gritando, ella estaba como, like,
She was trying to
like
get it off
going
her
like
chin.
that, going like
Trying
that.
to grasp for air.
Now that you think back, you think she was just trying to get it off her mouth so she could breathe? So it wasn't that she was trying to fight you or resist you. She was just trying to get it off to breathe, maybe?
Ah, porque también me molestó que en un momento dado, aunque ella estaba así, ella me empujó y me pisó la pierna y yo, ahí Gringo le empezó a dar más duro.
But you think that was on purpose? Or just a
Ah,
reaction?
Ajá.
It was a reaction.
Basically, what do you want me to tell the family? The husband of that lady and her child.
We gotta go talk to them now.
What do you want? What do you expect for me to tell them?
Cuando yo estuve aquí toda la noche encerrada, pensaba en el niño. El señor que habló conmigo ayer me dijo, él tiene 14 años.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any children. I have a niece. And
Do you feel any remorse for what you did?
yeah, desde al día siguiente yo tuve que ir a trabajar y yo fui a trabajar and I was a makeup artist y siempre iba muy arreglada y a mi trabajo siempre fui muy responsable. Mi trabajo, mi carrera, mi pasión. Yeah.
Well, I gotta go over there. We gotta go over there and figure out how to tell this family, this son and the father and the husband, you know, and see them in the eyes, and actually tell them the good news. We caught 3 bastards who killed their mom, their wife. Okay, and you're gonna think about that for the rest of your life. All right. Huh.